When someone mentions display technology to you, who is the first name that pops into your head? Now, for me, every single time I always think of TCL CSOT, and it's because they are pushing boundaries when it comes to innovation and display technology. And I honestly can't off the top of my head think of anyone else that is doing more for display tech than TCL CSOT right now. So I've come to the annual DTC event that TCL CSOT hold, and this is where they're going to show off some of their best displays that they have to offer. So let's go and have a look, and I'm very excited about this. Let's go and have a look at some cool displays.
For those of you that don't know what DTC is, it's the annual event held by TCL CSOT where they get to show off the very best that they can do. And this year there are more innovations than ever. They're showing off everything from the best displays on the market to the best-in-class XR displays. And to talk us through a few of those industry firsts, we spoke to Mingjong Zhao, who is Chief of the Technology Planning Center at TCL CSOT. And after TCL CSOT unveiled some world firsts and industry best products at DTC this year, I wanted to know if he could share some of his highlights and what makes these so groundbreaking.
Yes, actually, DTC is the most important show for us every year. So this year we bring 4 major breakthroughs in this show. We showcase 2 major in the micro display. One is for the AR. We have a 0.20x. They have the highest PPI, over 5,000 PPI. So it's very suitable for AR application. They can provide the best image quality during the AR application. But we still have another solution for the VR. We have a 2.58 inch. There is a glass-based OLED. They have a real RGB, the PPI up to the 5000 PPI. So it can provide a very good image quality for immersive experience during the VR application. We also provide a spatial design for the media-sized tablet. We call it a partition frequency division. They can separate the driving frequency in different content. If we play the video in the center, they can up to the 120 Hz, but the still side will down to the 1 Hz. We have a 163-inch LED-based display, so it can provide a very high contrast ratio, up to the 37,000 contrast ratio. That's much higher than other competitors.
Seeing that TV in person is wild because it's maybe the best quality TV that I've ever seen, and it can go all the way up to 144 Hz, so it's very impressive. But you'd have heard Mingjong Zhao talk about the advancements working with display tech for XR and VR displays, and if you've ever used any of those glasses, you'll notice how important it is for those displays to be as sharp and as immersive as possible. And TCL CSOT is making that possible with things like 1500 PPI G OLED 120 Hz displays, which actually requires less power than most VR displays, which is industry leading, and that's where TCL Apex comes in. The Apex brand is for TCL CSOT's advanced display technology, and I wanted to know how this really helps drive innovation across such a wide range of products, and also how these breakthroughs are shaping global benchmarks and future applications.
We think the Apex should be the ultimate answer to the display. A means the amazing visual experience. So as I mentioned, the 163-inch, the large display is the answer to the amazing visual experience. So the P stands for the protective of eye health. Another one is the E. We think that is the eco-friendly. For example, you can see our showcase some very good power efficiency display, very high transmittance, lower power consumption. For the S means for the unlimited imagination. So we think the Apex is the key for display technology trend. So we think it is a good framework for us to make a good display for the future.
The Apex brand really stands out because that 163-inch display is the world's highest image quality MLED display with 24-bit color depth. There is the world's highest res single chip full color SI micro LED display, and then the world's first partition frequency division OLED tablet. This 13.2-inch tablet splits the refresh rate of the display, which means that certain part of it can run at 120 Hz and others can run at a lower refresh rate, which means that the power consumption is reduced between 15 and 25%. So you can see what Apex stands for across all of these products. But with expertise across OLED, LCD and MLED, how does TCL CSOT create synergy between these technologies to enhance the overall product experience?
So For example, we have the OLED also. We can do it for the mobile phone, and we can do it for the IT monitor and the notebook. So CSOT have full spectrum. We have all technology, but we have a clear define. They have a different, maybe have some overlap, but they still have some dedicated application areas.
Walking through the halls of DTC, you can actually just see how many different displays that TCL CSOT have to offer. And with each display that I was seeing, TCL CSOT was showing off something just a little bit different. And I actually found it very impressive with just how many displays that TCL CSOT was showcasing here. But this got me thinking, for a company that has so many different displays, where do they decide to focus their R&D efforts?
Actually, from our insight, maybe from the market demand, or from the customer requirement, or from our internally inside our studies. We were talking with our customer and the end user. They were talking about the pain point. For example, for mobile phone, they always worry about the lifetime, about the battery. For the notebook, also similar. They talking about they want to the notebook lightweight, easy to carry, but still keep a long time battery life. They need low power consumption in the display. So we think that is the right way to do the resource input.
What I really like is that TCL CSOT are actually listening to consumer feedback and trying to implement what they want into their products and just trying to tackle the issues that a lot of people have with displays. Whether that is trying to give us the highest image quality MLED TVs that are 163 inches, thinking about eye protection when we have a look at these displays all day, every day, or just trying to be industry leading when it comes to XR and VR displays. And having seen all these displays, I was really curious to where TCL CSOT see themselves in about 5 years' time.
So we think the inkjet printing will be key for us because it can provide a lot of benefit compared to conventional OLED. But in the next 3 and 5 years, the most important, we will showcase it can mature to the Gen 8.6. This is like a game changer. So we think inkjet printing is should be the most impressive to us.
This is the world's first smartphone display featuring the Realstripe RGB OLED pixel architecture. And it's impressive through its precision printing. It has 390 ppi, delivering visual clarity on par with a 490 ppi diamond-like pixel layout. This just goes to show that inkjet printed OLED is ready for real-world premium applications. Mingjong Zhao has given us a real nice insight to where TCL are going next. And
I've had a really good time looking around at DTC here, and it's given us a little bit of a peek into the future of what display technology might actually be in the next couple of years. So that's something that I'm actually really excited to see.